Okay, so today I'm going to run you through a Claret Nymph, which is a just incredibly successful fly, both here in Australia and over in New Zealand. It was an integral part of my win in the Commonwealth Fly Fishing Championships in my river sessions. Catches a lot of fish, it's very simple to tie, so I'll run you through now. So what you need some Claret seal's fur. You can tie it out of possum. I like to tie mine out of seal's fur. Some colour 46 for the collar, coq de leon feather, some extra small copper wire, and I tie a lot of mine on Daiiki jig 16s, anything from 3.5 down to 2.5 mil, but you can also tie them on 14s if you're going to do a larger bead size like a 4, or you could use a 3.5 with a 14 as well, and some black thread. So to get started, I'm just going to do a bed of thread over the top of my hook, finishing about halfway along the point. I'm going to put my coq de leon feather in. You only really need 3 or 4 pieces of coq de leon for the tail, and I like to have mine, say about that long. Not too long, but not too short. And just tie those in. You'll notice when you pull rocks over in the river, mayfly nymphs really only have about 3 bits on their tail, so I like to keep the tail to a minimum. I'll put in my wire. It's a super quick, easy fly to tie, and I would recommend everyone has a Claret Nymph in their fly box. So just tie the wire in. Now we're going to dub the body. So get some seal's fur under the hook. You need to wet your fingers because it's very coarse dubbing. It's not the easiest to get under the thread. And what I like to do is get most of it onto the thread like that, and then push it up to the hook to get a wrap on it. So once I get my first wrap and it's holding, come on, I want to hold. There it goes there. I can wind it up tight now because those first few fibres have held on there, and then I can take that all the way to the front of the body. Now I actually really like my Claret Nymphs very scruffy. Some people like theirs very neat, but for mine I really like a buggy looking Claret Nymph, and that's why I use seal's fur. So I'm going to evenly wrap my wire up the body of the nymph, get rid of that, and then simply finish it off with a collar of colour 46. You can also use 45 if you like. And we just want a small amount of that dubbed onto the thread, and then just around the thorax, so the fly's got a nice taper. Once you've done that, you just pull those fibres back, finish the head off, and whip finish. And that's it, a little bit of head cement. And I'd say this caught 50% or more of my fish in the river during the competition, and it's a staple pattern for Tassie if you come down to Tassie. There you go, Claret Nymph.